Hello, I'm Chris Williams from Read Comics They're Bad For You, the name of my YouTube channel. Or if you're watching this on Library or BitChute, the name of my channels on those two websites is Comic Freak. We're going to be looking at, this article here, at least part of it, where we're going to be talking about how the people who have accused Vic Mignogna, the guy who plays Broly, of basically being a serial harasser of women and stuff, how they were basically at a holiday party and they were basically acting worse than anything he's ever done. So let's read this article and see what they've actually done. In the face of the many accusations fostering unsafe and inappropriate work placement against Dragon Ball Super Broly voice actor Vic Mignogna by fellow voice actors, a video has surfaced showing industry voice actors and employees of Dragon Ball's Super voice actor Chris Sabat's audio production company Orctron 5000 participating in sexually charged jokes and physical contact. On March 9th, self-professed Stand With Vic supporter Wesley D. Argorio brought attention to a video compilation taken from a 2014 holiday party hosted by Orctron 5000 and hosted on Sabat's personal YouTube account, asking others to check out Orctron and Funimation's standards. And what does that video show? Well, it shows a bunch of, voice actors acting like a bunch of drunken hillbillies. Okay, not so much drunken hillbillies, but basically a bunch of good old boys at a party, and, they were just really acting like a bunch of lunatics. But remember when these people accused Vic Mignogna of basically, causing a bunch of distress and, mental anguish to his female co-workers? Well, if you remember back to that accusation, barely a week later, Tammy Danbo, a Sony executive, informed Vic she was investigating 3 allegations of sexual harassment against him. One, Monica, alleged to have occurred 6 years prior at a convention, not only at any Funimation or Sony facility or event, when after she wrote her name on a jelly bean and gave it to him, Vic ate the jelly bean and joked that he had ate Monica. Vic denied any sexual suggestion. He was joking in response to a fan's asking if he would be poisoned by the ink. Remember, these people are the same people who accused Vic Mignogna of basically harassing women, but here they are acting like a bunch of drunken lunatics at a party, where they were basically touching each other and basically making lewd suggestions. Here, one of the people is basically mimicking with his female co-worker fellatio, and, they look like they're enjoying themselves, but even though they're having a fun time here, even though Vic Mignogna, when he was having a fun time, only made a joke about having eaten his co-worker, and that could have been taken in a myriad of ways, these people here are basically getting away with far worse content than anything Vic Mignogna has actually done. I mean, these guys look like they're enjoying themselves, and they're basically slapping each other and drinking beer and having whatnot. It gets worse from here. I mean, here they're basically fighting and they're doing it in a drunken stupor. But Vic Mignogna only made one little joke and basically went around hugging people, not doing anything untoward because he was just a kind of a hands-on kind of guy. He did to both men and women. I mean, he didn't actually do it without their consent either. But here, these people acted like they were the kings of the world, and they thought they could get away with accusing an innocent man while they themselves acted far worse in private. Here we see a bunch of voice actresses basically getting down to a song and enjoying it and looking like they're so awesome and cool. I mean, this one isn't so bad, being that they only look like they're listening to some music, but you can see they're having a good time at a party where a bunch of really lewd acts are being committed by everyone there. And they look so freaking pleased with themselves for the fact they basically ruined an innocent man's life. Here we can see a bunch of them doing a bunch of sexual crap against each other. One guy basically holding another guy's legs up, making do I have to really see it? You can pretty much see here what he's doing. It looks pretty damn lewd, while the other guys in the thing are throwing a bunch of playing cards at another, participant in the game they're playing, apparently. Otherwise known as horsing around, while a guy is basically just covering his face and just laughing along. Here we have more sexual play, as yet another voice actor is basically making a lewd suggestion with his female co-worker's breasts, with him pointing down into them. And, what can I say? If you take what Vic Mignogna did and what we're seeing right here, this guy should probably be, driven out of town on a frickin' bus for what he's doing right now. I mean, I mean, they're enjoying themselves and they're basically all consenting adults. But they're not getting harassed and driven in front of a judge to basically be made fun of in front of the entire world for basically just being who they are. I mean, Vic Mignogna only went around hugging people after getting their consent, as I understand it. He's as other voice actors are known to be, a very hands-on kind of guy. He did not go around harassing people. He did not go around making sexually charged jokes. He was just trying to enjoy the convention they were at where they were, and he just made a joke about eating his friend when she basically gave him a jelly bean with her name on it. But we have people here making out and generally enjoying themselves at a Christmas party, as I understand it, and generally going around and just having a great time. But these people are also the ones who went around harassing Vic Mignogna and accusing him of basically sexually harassing these very same voice actresses. But yet they go around doing the exact same thing that they accused him of. Have they lost their livelihoods for this? No. They probably should, though, because it does show how much of a hypocrite they all are, especially all of the voice actors and members of Orchatron 5000, the people who basically accused others of things that they themselves do when no one's looking. What can I say? It just shows you how utterly contemptible these people are. They go around and they make their fellow voice actors suffer just because they probably want to ingratiate themselves with the SJW left and probably make a name for themselves, or at least try and grab a little more of that power and fame they obviously crave so badly by basically throwing Vic Mignogna under the bus and making his life an utter hell for the last few years just because they can. I mean, did they single him out? I mean, why did they choose him? Honestly, from what I know about it, they probably chose him because they think he's stupid and they wouldn't have put up that much of a fight and that no one would possibly believe him. But, well, it looks like people do believe him because he's generally a very good man who people do trust and do not want to see harmed. So his fans are coming out and basically protecting him, and the other members of Funimation are learning firsthand that they're basically bitten off more than they can chew, and they're now facing an immense amount of backlash from the fans of, well, Vic Mignogna, as well as other people learn more and more about this case and realize that the accusers of Vic Mignogna are actually the bad guys in this situation, and that the fans should basically get behind Rick and Mignogna and show the people at Funimation that no, they cannot get away with doing this to anybody, and that we, the fans, will not tolerate this kind of behavior and will vote with our wallets. Let's send them a message that no, they cannot get around this, and the fans will remember what they've done to Vic Mignogna, and we will hold them accountable to this, so expect to have or will suffer severe financial losses in the future. This way we can send a clear message that we will no longer tolerate such behavior, and, well, considering what they've actually done themselves, it's kind of humorous that they present themselves on a high pedestal, basically trying to say, listen to us, we're the holy ones here, and we know what's right for you, when in reality, they are far worse than the guy they are actually accusing of. So do not forget Funimation has done this, and will continue to act like this in the future if no one stops them. So, all I can say is we make sure to vote with our wallets and make sure Funimation is a company that's basically fading into the background as no one pays it any kind of attention. And maybe these people will learn in the future they cannot get away with doing this to anyone. And I hope that really does happen soon. If you like this video, subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed because YouTube is going around unsubscribing people, so make sure you're still subscribed. If you're watching my videos but you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Read comics, they're bad for you. Then go over to BitChute and Library and subscribe to my channels on those two websites. They're both named Comic Freak. Hit that bell for notifications, hit that like button, and leave some comments down below. And if you could you also please share this video? Share it on Twitter, share it on Reddit, and share it on Facebook. Share it anywhere you think it'll do the most good, because YouTube is not going around promoting their own YouTube creators anymore. So please share this video. Now listen closely, it's that time of the day again, it's plugin time. Keep checking back in all my future videos for more information on my own upcoming independent comic book scumdogs. I'm Chris Williams, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video or review.